It was a twist of fate that brought Payne into the orbit of Argentinian multimillionaire Rogelio Norris, the energy mogul who would later become a close confidant and supporter during some of the most turbulent years of the former One Direction star's life. Their connection was serendipitous. The two met at a dinner hosted by former British Vogue editor Edward Enninful in London in 2020. Despite coming from vastly different worlds, Payne and Norris quickly bonded, and their friendship would become a source of both encouragement and concern for those close to Payne. As an energy entrepreneur who had built a billion-dollar empire, Norris was hardly a typical fixture in the music industry. A graduate of Universidad Torcuato de Itela in Buenos Aires, Norris had made a name for himself in the energy sector by establishing Stoneway Capital and securing significant support from German conglomerate Siemens to build power plants in Argentina. By his late 20s, he had become one of Forbes 30 Under 30 in energy, recognized for his role in providing electricity to over 1 million homes. But despite his impressive resume, Norris found himself dedicating considerable time to helping Payne stay on track amid the singer's struggles with addiction. Friends of Payne say that Norris often went to great lengths to support Payne's recovery, even arranging medical supervision for the musician while he stayed in Palm Beach. Payne, who had publicly shared his battles with substance abuse, had moved to Florida in an effort to make a fresh start, surrounded by Norris and other friends. At the time, Payne had ended his tumultuous relationship with model Maya Henry, and though his friends noted he had experienced a few traumatic episodes in the years prior, things seemed to be improving. He and his new girlfriend, social media influencer Kate Cassidy, had recently moved into a $9,500 a month Spanish-style mansion in Palm Beach, while Norris kept a residence nearby in Miami Beach. Payne seemed to be enjoying a slower, healthier lifestyle, filling his time with hobbies like bowling and even learning to play polo. But Payne's desire to return to his career would soon test the stability he had been working to build. Over the summer, Payne was offered a guest judge spot on a Netflix show called Building the Band alongside Nicole Scherzinger and Kelly Rowland. He traveled back to the UK with an entourage, including Cassidy, family members, and stylists. This decision, however, worried Norris, who feared the trip could trigger a relapse, given Payne's connections in the UK. Sources close to Norris revealed that the entrepreneur had voiced his concerns in a heartfelt note to Payne's father, Geoff, and his management team in August. In the message, Norris outlined the progress Payne had made, emphasizing the importance of the strict routines and medical oversight they had implemented during his stay in Florida. The email conveyed Norris's reservations about Payne's return to a high-stress environment, given that the musician had only been sober for 4 months. In his message, Norris wrote, "Liam stayed at my friend's ranch down in Palm Beach, and since the first day he arrived, he was monitored and treated by professional doctors who specialize in addictions. He stayed fully clean without access to any hard drugs during his whole stay. The plan was for him to work on the preparation for a music tour and stay healthy and busy with work. However, he added with evident concern, I'm really concerned for his well-being while he is out there, and I hope you can bring professional doctors to check on his health regularly as soon as possible, as I did while he was out in the US." Norris concluded the message by stating his intention to step back from involvement in Payne's life, leaving his health and career in the hands of Payne's family and management. Friends observed that Norris and Payne had formed an intense connection, which at times created tension with those closest to Payne, including his girlfriend Cassidy. According to sources, Cassidy felt that Norris was too involved in their lives, as he seemed to be a constant presence, offering advice and working closely with Payne on various projects and ideas. One friend shared, Liam liked him because he is an entrepreneur and he was always talking about ideas with him. They became best friends really quickly. Despite Cassidy's misgivings, the friend noted, she lived with the situation because what else can you do? She's not going to be the girlfriend who says that her boyfriend can't have friends. Their friendship was a curious pairing, with Norris leading a clean, disciplined lifestyle. He didn't drink, had never used drugs, and was more inclined toward intellectual pursuits, while Payne struggled with addiction and often sought advice from a variety of people. The pair spent time in recording studios together, where Norris offered moral support during Payne's creative processes. Their bond was so close that Payne once felt compelled to publicly address rumors suggesting a romantic relationship between them. In a Snapchat video, he denied the speculation, jokingly adding, "Not true, unfortunately," before praising Norris for supporting him during difficult times. Norris even served as a mediator between Payne and his ex-girlfriend Maya Henry, who had filed a cease and desist order against Payne weeks before his death, claiming he had repeatedly tried to contact her. In the midst of Payne's personal struggles, Norris seemed to be a stabilizing force, albeit one that wasn't always well received by everyone in Payne's life. In early September, Payne and Cassidy returned to the US following a whirlwind trip to Paris for a wedding and a vacation in Greece. They traveled to Buenos Aires for Payne to renew his visa, with plans to catch up with One Direction bandmate Niall Horan, who was performing there. Norris joined them for the concert, but the trip soon took a dark turn. Payne reportedly befriended a staff member at their hotel who allegedly began providing him with drugs. Local media later reported that the hotel manager had alerted police to suspicious behavior, resulting in the dismissal of the implicated staff members after Norris confronted the manager about the situation. The last time Norris saw Payne was mere hours before the singer's tragic death. Witnesses described Payne as being on a bender with Norris seen apologizing to other hotel guests for Payne's behavior. Concerned for Payne's safety, hotel staff made an emergency call around 5 p.m., describing a guest who was overwhelmed by drugs and alcohol and exhibiting destructive behavior in his room. The hotel manager warned, "I don't know if the guest's life is in danger, but he has a room with a balcony, and we're a little afraid that he might do something life-threatening." Tragically, Payne fell from his balcony shortly after, and despite immediate medical attention, he was pronounced dead at the scene. Following his passing, Payne's body remained in Argentina, as his father made arrangements to bring him back to the UK for burial. Local authorities have since launched an investigation into the circumstances of his death, focusing on identifying those who may have supplied him with drugs. Police have reportedly interviewed a hotel employee suspected of aiding Payne's drug use, but no arrests have been made. For Norris, the loss of his friend was a devastating end to what had been a complex and intense relationship. While he had attempted to help Payne overcome his struggles, the singer's tragic death underscored the profound challenges Payne faced in his battle with addiction. Now, as investigations continue, Norris and those who knew Payne are left grappling with the tragic outcome of a life cut short and the haunting question of what more could have been done.